So I run an application called Battle Statistics, and I can't remember the name of the guy that developed it, but in this game, because of the competition win rate, we were only given about an 18% chance to win. So it's pretty much an overlay, and the ships on the other side that were highly rated were the Rio, the Celebes, the Minakazi. They were all over 55%. And I think I was the only one on our team.
Waiting instructions.
It's a very short field. It's 6-6, but we weren't supposed to win it. And I don't think I played that great at all. But and I made one pretty egregious error. I'll show it to you later on. It was taking on the battleship when he was getting crossfired, and I got in the open to do it. In part because I was concerned about the DD, and I didn't change course.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
So these games, they typically develop in a couple ways. One is that the high skilled players hang back and try to let the bots kill each other. And the other is to be more aggressive and head out into the fray and try to kill the bots where you can. Yeah, I got a couple minutes here. Making them secondary to real players. So as you can see, as I'm looking around, there's the October Revolution. If he targets me, I'm in trouble, because that thing hits really hard. Little fortunate though. So at this point, I realize I'm getting too close to the October, and I'm just kind of trying to get away from him. He went behind the island. I think that's what I determined. That's why I'm not quite as...
Torpedoes to port.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
The ship is on fire.
Our team has taken the lead. Enemy battleship destroyed.
Problem solved, sir.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Much obliged.
So that Celebes is playing the version 1 of it, that is where the better players kind of hang back and let the bots kind of attrit themselves. And I really I despise that kind of play. That mentality really infects them every which way they play. They're not aggressive players. You can't count on them to do the right thing in a pinch because they don't know the inside game. They can't figure the inside game out. And you got to play the inside game sometimes to be a well-rounded player. And the truth is, this what I'm doing right here, right now, is a rarity. I don't like to hide in long-distance snipe. I don't think it's productive. And a lot of players think that's the only way to play this ship, but I don't get any enjoyment doing it. So I'm spotted. I'm trying to get back into the smoke because that Kaiser's spotting me.
Torpedoes to port.
And the smoke's running out. It's the only thing. So
Torpedoes to port.
I'm just
Torpedoes
trying to
to
get
port.
to the island and get out of the way of the Rio de Janeiro. But I think it's time to take that Celebes on. What happened to the Celebes is one of our bots, the different, came out from behind the rock. And is actually wearing him out. That Durflinger is wearing that Celebes out. Put a pretty good look on me. That's the Durflinger that picks him up. I was going to HE him from with the rear turrets, but so as you can see, we've got two BBs on the far northeast, and they've been out there probably fighting bots for the most part. And here they come to save the day. And they've got decent ships. It's a Tetekoff and a Texas. But unfortunately, they've lost track of the fact that there's a DD in the game, and they're not handling their boats very carefully. And that's going to be the lesson that they don't learn, because you know you've got to know that lesson. So I saw the DD's last position, and because I've got the Rio hidden by rock, I'm just trying to rush to the battleship's defense, because I figure they're kind of exposed. So that I'm spotted by the DD, and I realize that. And my initial thought is, I'm going to use this island for cover, and if I were going to fight this battleship without the threat of the DD, I would stay on this tack and just kick my ass out around the rocks so he couldn't see me because the DDs are spotting him. But obviously the DD's right towards those torpedoes, and he continues to spot me.
Torpedoes direct front.
So I just don't feel I can use the technique that I want to use.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
And those Minakazes, they load pretty quick. I think they get another racks in about a minute. So I really can't sit and shoot like I want to for fear of the destroyer. So my thought is I'm going to swing around. Just spotted the whole time by the DD, and he's waiting for me. And that hurt. That was just HE.
Problem solved, sir.
So I'm just trying to keep moving because the DD is watching me. And he's actually set up to surprise those battleships too. Where he was behind that rock. So that time I lose propulsion and I lose steering. So I can't do anything except try to change my speed. And the DD should be able to see me puff and smoke. He should know I don't have any throttle. But I chopped it way back too.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern. Problem solved, sir.
Now, the way this game's going to develop here, I'm going to get a helper. And that helper is that Tedekov. But I don't know what his equipment is. And I know it's low level, but I honestly don't know when radar location kicks in. And he starts trying to tell me where the enemy DD is. And because I don't know for sure what he's equipped with, because I don't know the boat, I don't have the boat. I don't think I have it. You know what, I got to check that. They give away a lot of boats. I may have it. But I take his advice, and I shouldn't. You see where that smoke is? And you see I've lost detection, and he's detected. I have a pretty good idea where he is. He's out beyond the perimeter of the base to the southeast. That's my guess. But I'm coming around the other side of the island so we can put a pincers move on him. I can't afford to take a torpedo, obviously. But I'm trying to surprise him. If he's moved west, you know, I'm hoping to get a spot. And I'm waiting for my hydro to reload. So I know right where he is, but coming around the island there, he's almost directly where my line of sight is right now. But he's further out. So look where he starts. He's got him, but I don't know for sure. So I say, okay. You know, and I do believe he's probably either traveling west or south to stay out of detection range of the battleship. But like I said, I base most of my movement on the fact that I'm assuming he's got some kind of radio detection, because he keeps getting... See, now he says it's right there by me. Well, I would see him if he was. But I take his word on it again. And now I'm moving away from the DD. So there he was, right about where I suspected he was all along. I looked the guy up afterwards. He's on the Asian server. He has got one skill, remained undetected, and he has to compromise that at the end of the game. So I finally realized he was guessing, and I gave him a message. I said, "Stop guessing where he is, Nimrod. Like I need his help." But I didn't know what equipment he had. And for all I know, radio location doesn't vest in any tier until you get to 7 or something like that. I don't know. I don't follow the game quite that closely.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
So I'm just altering direction while I remain spotted. Not trying to give him any kind of consistent, you know, course. So now he's heading out from behind. I think he must have shot guns in order to
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
reset. And he caught him with a torp. Actually caught him with a couple. This guy's a real, he's a real potato.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So that was a little interesting. He popped out there, and this guy is such a, he's clearly out of smoke. I was getting ready to pop Hydro. He's out of torps right now, too. He's let torps go at the battleship again. He's just sitting in the zone. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that player at all. I think you get a lower quality player on the Asian server. That's my belief. When I've seen them play in here, they just haven't been very good. I don't think I had an expert. Damage wasn't bad. But we won. And at the very end, I don't know if you saw it, he did, look at the team score, he did torp and kill that Tedegoff. So he sunk a lot of ships, but he sunk a lot of bots. And that's that game. He was a pesky destroyer, though.